All right, everyone. This morning, an 11th device apparently was sent to Cory Booker. It's like, okay, yeah, here, let me send another one of these fake devices to someone who will pretend that he's a viable 2020 candidate. That's his significance. In what realm of insanity are we living when people are looking at this situation and not smelling a rat at this point? The timing is too suspicious to let go of. I'm sorry, but it's not Trump causing political violence. It is ultimately the Democrats. When Trump comes out with unruly mob sort of thing, it sticks because it's basically true. But here's the thing. It's also not some of these other Johnny-come-latelys. The origin of the sort of toxic, specifically with regards to political intimidation. I'm not just talking like, oh, Trump got up on stage and made hand-sized jokes. That's just funny. That's basically a form of American comedy at this point. SNL, every single night, what's on there? Oh, yeah, it's Trump jokes. It's like, here's another hour of us making the same Trump jokes over and over, and the NPCs in the audience clapping wildly. It's basically what it boils down to. There's a reason why nobody watches that shit anymore. Here's the thing. You can identify pretty much the exact moment at which our political discourse in this country with regards to intimidation and actual violence became truly toxic. Or at the very least, the discourse level was lowered from maybe something that had some standards applied to it, some pomp and circumstance sort of shit, and then became basically a college drunken frat party. You can tell the exact moment. It was Hillary Clinton's deplorables comments in the last election. It was Hillary Clinton's irredeemable comments. What did she do? She basically said 15 to 20 million Americans are not fitting. They're not part of our society. They shouldn't be part of the political process. They're not basically citizens. They're evil. She dehumanized them. Everyone talking about how Trump is doing that to people. Did you listen to Hillary Clinton during the last election rambling about her political foes? And even thereafter, when she lost, she started talking about the same stupid shit. She even reamed the pink hat wearers as though they didn't go to the polls. I guarantee you 99% of the people that protested the day after election had gone and cast ballots for Hillary Clinton. There was no difference in turnout. That was her most energized voting bloc. People you had whipped up into a violent frenzy. And the Democrats know this, which is why they continue to do it. John Brennan comes out. War-loving fucking war hawk that he is. Yeah, the man who oversaw Obama's drone program, killing several tens of thousands of innocent civilians, again, largely, they did Pentagon studies. And they determined that at least 75% of all casualties of Obama's drone program, up to the point they had studied at, were civilians. They were not militants. Yeah, that's pretty. I wonder what was spawning all of those terrorists. Could it be that little Jimmy saw his whole family fucking splattered? Could it be little Susan? Her school got burned to the ground by drone strikes, and now she's like, well, I can't get educated. I can't get a job. What else am I going to do? Oh, I've got a gun. Yeah, okay, this is going to be a fun time. It's going to be like Grand Theft Auto real life or some shit. Goes and straps grenades to her chest and walks up to a soldier and shakes his hand and kaboom, I guess he's vaporized. That's basically what was happening. So John Brennan, the architect of the drone war that we continue to this day, because it is continuing, and by the way, I still oppose it under Trump. No, just because Trump's better at war strategy, at military strategy, and just because Mattis happens to be there doesn't mean I magically became pro-war. I'm still very much anti-jingoism. I think all these drone strikes are unhelpful. I think our involvement continued in many of these zones is unhelpful. One of the biggest successes so far for Trump has been scaling back the war rhetoric in the Korean Peninsula. I love that. I think we need more of that with Iran and other countries too. Here's the thing though. John Brennan, who oversaw the deaths of that many small children, is going to lecture Trump on political violence. Yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. Or Maxine Waters, who openly encouraged her fans in a red-faced rant to confront admin officials and Trump fans at gas stations and restaurants and tell them, you're not allowed here, you're not wanted. You're lesser than us because you disagree. You're bad people, orange man bad, so you can't get gas. You can't go eat a meal. Remember when Ted Cruz was there at the restaurant and basically got mobbed out of the restaurant by hecklers? Sitting there trying to enjoy dinner with his family. It's like they're not elected officials. He's got fucking kids with him, and you're sitting there basically trying to intimidate the dude. Yeah, that's not a problem at all. It's all the Republicans. Mail bomber has to be the MAGA bomber. No, I don't think it's the MAGA bomber. I think it's a liberal. I have to judge. Do I think this is a very dumb Republican who doesn't understand political strategy and coincidentally chose 2 weeks before the midterms to do stupid shit that wasn't even going to result in any actual pragmatic political change because the devices were rigged not to blow up? Or do I think it was a very smart liberal who ultimately doesn't want to hurt anybody, just wants to false flag to affect the midterm results? I think it was the latter, based on timing, because we know the attacks are political, based on who's getting these mail devices. I mean, come on. It's suspicious at the very least, no? Holt the other day, who apparently still stalks my shit on a regular basis because, you know, I'm better than him. He apparently had a little blurb, like on Right Wing Watch, is like, oh, well, Tarl Warwick, a.k.a. Styx Hexenhammer, you know, he uses my real name as though his fucking fans give a shit. It's like, far-right YouTuber immediately began blaming anti-fascists. Since, like, no, I'm talking about Antifa. First and foremost, that was dark humor. I'm not saying this is an Antifa member. I'm saying it's a rogue liberal. I don't expect them to be Antifa. No, they would at least rig the devices to go off because they stress actually that they want to kill liberals too. So they would have made sure the devices went off and blew someone's hands off because they're violent turds. This person is purely motivated by politics. I don't think they're probably even a violent person. They did this deliberately so the devices wouldn't explode. They had to be realistic and kind of real, but not actually go off. They're basically Hollywood hoax devices is the term that's being used because they're not made properly. But he puts that out, and I thought it was hilarious. It's like far-right YouTuber, misconstruing my argument, lying to your fans. Oh, when have you done that before? Only every time you write a fucking article that 10 people will read. And it's very funny, actually. Meanwhile, says absolutely fucking buttfuck nothing. This is a big event. You know, mail bombs that didn't even go off. But all of these other instances of political intimidation by liberals, they're not newsworthy at all. We're not going to talk about them at all. It's just like if fucking some left-winger gets deplatformed offline, it's a big event. But, you know, 10 people who are on the right or libertarian or whatever, oh, that's a good thing. It was justice because reasons. Yeah, talk about hypocrisy there. No, John Brennan is a war hawk. Clinton has openly called for incivility. She's culpable in part for the toxic political environment. She's basically the madame that began it all with her deplorable comments. At the time, I pointed out she was poking the hornet's nest. It was a big deal. It was going to come back and bite the left in the ass. It was 2 fucking years ago. Of course it was going to. It's lowering the standards of political discourse continuously. Maxine Waters with her comments. Confront them in the streets. Confront them at the gas stations. Yes, that can't possibly lead to a fist fight. It can't lead to political intimidation when your fans misconstrue your comments. I know that she was talking predominantly about admin officials, about Trump or Mattis or something. You know, you wouldn't want to do that to Mattis, by the way. Or someone who's working directly under Trump, you know, a staffer, a senator or whatever. But what about your fans when they construe that as, oh, punch a Nazi. Some dude's wearing a MAGA hat. You're not allowed to get gas here. Get the fuck out. Things like that happen. It's 10-1 happening among liberals. It's not the right wing doing it. The timing on this is too suspect for me to ignore it. Yeah, I declare that I think it's likely that it's a false flag. It's not certain, of course. It could just be the dumbest Republican who ever walked the earth. Maybe it is. Maybe it's just he's a total fucking moron, and it's probably there's a 90% chance of it. It's some crazy dude. He's totally uncouth. 8th grade fucking education, missing half of his teeth. He doesn't know how to build a bomb. He doesn't understand political strategy, and the timing is totally fucking coincidental. That's possible. I just think that it's less likely than that some disgruntled but ultimately intelligent liberal manufactured devices to look kind of real that wouldn't go off because they don't actually want to harm any other liberals, and did it right before the midterms, literally 2 weeks before, and it's not a coincidence, the timing. That's why Cory Booker would get it too. Yeah, look at the list. It's kind of coincidental too when you look at a list of people, and it's all people who are has-beens or people who Trump directly targets. Why would you do that? No, again, to make it look like Trump is culpable because you're trying to swing the midterms. Of course you would do that. Of course you would. It's a great political strategy. This essentially, think about it this way. This individual is politically motivated as they are. They're either on the right or the left. If they're on the right, they did a piss-poor job of accomplishing anything. They didn't hurt anybody. They're swinging the midterms away from their own party. If they're on the left, though, they're really smart. They properly rigged these things not to blow up. That's a good thing for them. And they managed to cause a lot of panic and probably higher turnout among the far left. They did a great job. They did exactly what they wanted to do. They did exactly what they wanted, which is to give the Democrats more ammo. I think that that's telling. I think that that's suspect. I don't really care if someone says it's a conspiracy theory when you're saying that, by the way. Still makes sense to me, and we'll see. By the way, if this person isn't caught anytime soon, it'll be additional evidence that they're smart. They covered their tracks well. Now, if the FBI comes out tomorrow and says, "Oh, we caught him," well, then maybe it is just a dumb person, really, really dumb far right winger who's been radicalized by Trump saying, I have big hands or something like that. Okay, maybe that's the case. If weeks go by and you don't catch anyone, I'll become more and more sure that it was a liberal. That's about all. Peace out.